company in 2020 when there was the complete desert. Not even a cactus was out there knowing about tokenization. And everybody was talking not about RWA. This term wasn't existing yet, but everybody was talking about securities, no? And securities for the customers, because at the end we are making business, no theory, no philosophy, we are making business, so we need customers. They are scared about the word security, because securities implies a lot of legality. And here, all of us, we want to escape from legality, no? So in the Far West, when you had the choice between securities or utility, guess what? Everybody was going to utility, right? And still we have out there people, perceiving the value in utility like, oh, I'm owing a piece of equity of that company, right? That project. So when the people is saying, yeah, I own part of that company, actually it's not true if it's not a tokenized equity, correct? So the thing is, in the inception, that we are still in the inception of this market, the people was really going to utility. So one day, a few years ago, RWA popped up, and changed everything. So when we now pitch to our clients, we don't even mention tokens, by the way, but RWA are really soft, okay? Pass really in a better way. And that's changed everything, because RWA is not only security, but it's really more, including everything, so going overall. So thank God for this new term that really made our life way simpler. And now, what is the definition of RWA? So a lot of people is saying, okay, it's physical assets, right? But we can see that it's tangible or intangible off-chain assets, no? That are brought on chain by tokenization. Okay, this makes a lot of sense, because it's not only real-world asset, again, physical assets, but now we can tokenize contracts, any kind of contracts. And this is the beauty of it, right? So thanks to this, following this definition, now we can go to characteristics of those. So RWA, the real gold characteristic, is not that it's an off-chain asset, it's not that it's represented by a token, but it's that it's legally enforceable. And this finally changes everything, because it's not a utility, okay? So this really is bringing value of real assets on the blockchain. And this is the huge difference. And yes, we cannot escape legality. So we have to go through lawyers. Another thing I want to talk about, I'm receiving a call, is that I want to pass from romanticism to the bold reality. Okay, so when we all talk about RWAs, it's like, yes, everything can be tokenizable. Of course, yes. But actually, it makes sense to tokenize everything? Or today, what makes sense to be tokenized, actually? So we should also ask to ourselves about that, no? What kind of assets we want to see on chain? What kind of asset we want to invest in? What kind of asset we want to trade, right? So is everything tokenizable? Yes. But then we have to be, a little bit pragmatic and realistic about it. So reality is a little bit different. A big shift in this, in RWA, it's also about ownership, right? Because this is a Villa in Capri. I'm sure that the majority of you, they know it. So the thing is, when you tokenize a real estate, everyone is talking about ownership, no? Okay, so yes, I can be owner of a little piece of this real estate, for example, but are you, at the end of the day, a real owner? If you go to the public registry, where all the ownership of the assets, real estate in this case out there, is keeping track of, are you a real owner or not? What are your rights on that asset at the end? So, by the way, a piece of real asset, yes, maybe, but in reality, you are signing a contract, okay? And that contract, it's different. It's not about ownership, but it's more about rights, and usually are economical rights, okay? So the thing is, are we or we will get there where we can be owner just by buying a a token, tokenized asset, in this case real estate, in the future, yes, but we need the public registry in every country to be aligned with that using blockchain technology. And we are in Italy, I'm living in Spain, whatever, but there are countries that are not at the forefront of this technology yet. Okay, so this is happening actually only in Dubai, where they tokenize the real estate deeds. Okay, directly. But nowadays, can we tokenize assets? Of course, yes. And what we are going through is tokenizing is signing contracts. Actually, you know e-signature. I mean, majority of you working use, for example, DocuSign, Signature, whatever, e-signatures tools, and that's accepted by European or other jurisdiction. So when you are buying and investing in tokens, tokenized RWA in general, now we'll go over it, you are signing a contract. And again, be careful. Last night, I had an interesting conversation with Tullio. I don't know if he is in the room. And he and his partner were talking, asking to me, yeah, but I mean, a smart contract is not recognized as a contract. It's like, yes, but the smart contract is a different thing. I mean, what we are doing here, tokenizing, is actually taking this contract, uploaded and registered on the blockchain into the metadata of the smart contract, okay? Sorry if I'm talking about DeFi, whatever, but this is the reality, okay? So the thing is, today we can tokenize this house, yes. Now, how can we do it? No? Yeah, the house is there, maybe the house is yours, hopefully, no? Yeah, so the thing is, you want to tokenize it. First of all, why you should do it and what is the reason, no? Actually, the beauty of tokenization is extracting liquidity from a liquid asset, no? This is the first big thing. So you don't have to sell the house that is really expensive, but maybe you can recover just a bit selling a portion, okay? Then you will offer to the crowd some interest or something really sexy. Now we will talking about sexiness in the future. But the thing is, you will offer some rights, okay? In order to don't sell the asset. But now, you as a physical person, can you tokenize this asset? The answer is not, is no. No? So the asset should be owned by a company, okay? Can be an SRL, here, limited company here in Italy, yes, okay? So the thing is, we need a company owning the asset and then issuing a contract, so we need lawyers, legal partners, and then the investor will sign digitally a contract. Can they sign just by purchasing the assets and signing the transaction with the wallet? Yes. Why? Because it's connected with the KYC, okay? And again, the beauty of RWAs is that it's legally enforceable. This means that if tomorrow you run away with the asset because you can sell it, because even if they purchased a part of it on the public registry, that is your name. You are the full owner of it, right? So in that case, you can run away with the house and the money from the house plus your money. Yes, you can do it. But you can go in front of a judge and fine him, and denounce him in front of that, and the judge will give you the reason, okay? So scam is always around. You can do it, make the rule, made the rule, made the scam, right? Or the solution. But actually, this is the beauty of tokenization, no? We can now, be more efficient, and now we will talk about that. But the important thing is that the smart contract is not the contract you assign. You assign a proper contract that has a legal enforcement. And now, what is sexy? Because here we have a lot of traders, we love to talk about DeFi. I don't know how many people invested in meme coins, etc. And I personally, this is not sexy to me. I don't know. For some of you, is that sexy? No? Okay. This is the average return on real estate, basically. So now that we are like, yeah, RWA is the future, we want to tokenize everything. But every time I listen someone talking about RWA is, yeah, what would you like to tokenize? Real estate. It's like, yeah, but then it's not sexy to anyone. So why should we tokenize real estate? Then, is this sexy? Yeah? Is that realistic? No? Maybe we have some lucky guy here. Right? I saw no Lambos up there. So, yeah, the thing is, this is not realistic at all. And we have been speculating, yes, let's speculate. I'm the first one speculating, not on meme coins, but speculating, okay? So the thing is, actually, this is sexy. This is realistic, this is doable, and this is something that we never had access before. Because, I mean, real finance, professional finance, is offering them, is playing with those returns. But before, for us, I mean, we go to the bank is offering even less than this. And the real estate to do that is like, oh, great, but you need a huge capital, right? So the thing is, now we can have access to this. Okay, what is this? If we do real estate, for example, can be like flipping. Someone knows about flipping? What is this? Okay, flipping is when you buy house, you restore it, you sell it. Okay, you can make an operation in under 1 year, yes, and you can make really great margins, like 40%. I know people are making 40% on that. Okay, in less than 12 months. So now, if you have the opportunity to participate in it with $100 or maybe less, I mean, I always suggest more, but maybe less, you can have access to maybe 25%, 25% return. And that's good. In 12 months, it's secured, it's enforceable, it's way lower risk, no? Risk and return always goes aligned, right? So the thing is, this is the reality and what we want to bring on chain. Because also I'm tired of receiving leads with me and my team. I mean, having people, yes, I want to tokenize and raise million. Okay, but why you want to tokenize? No, because tokenization is the future. It's like, okay, great. Do you have a strategy? No, but I'm tokenizing. It's like, mate, life is not so simple. And raising capital through tokenization is even more difficult. So why are you bringing probably your shitty assets on chain? No, because I had problem to fundraise in the default world, you know, in the TradFi system. So the thing is, okay, so why are you tokenizing? No, this is the solution. It's like, no, mate. I mean, we need to bring on chain sexy assets. That's the thing we have to do, okay? And now, going a little bit back on what is an RWA, we said also that it's intangible, no? So, I mean, and also that the asset should be owned by a company. So when we issue a contract of that, actually we are choosing what kind of contract we are issuing. It can be equity, so I can sell typically equity and participation on my SPV, registering BVI or whatever, okay? Or I can issue debt, loans, corporate bonds. That's good, actually. That's really interesting. And when we are talking about corporate bonds, maybe we can starting to work not with retailers, but with professional institutions, actually, financial institutions. So basically, I'm a real lover of private credit, and I love to work with professionals. So now, startups, retailers, etc., you can use our product with from 29 per month. Yes, cool, use it. But if you guys or there is someone professional in finance in this room, I mean, we can really tokenize any kind of financial instruments. And if you offer something like that, that's sexy, okay? So I have less than 5 minutes, so let's run a bit. It's all about efficiency. I mean, tokenization is nothing new. I mean, we didn't invent anything. The world will change, but actually it's not a big change. It's a big change in efficiency. But there is nothing new. I mean, blockchain is a technology, is allowing me or allowing us and all the financial system to be really more efficient. And this is the revolution. Because when we have, I don't know, a financial institution issuing a bond in less than 2 weeks, raising $1 million, having the settlement in less than 24 hours, I mean, that's beautiful. And then in a secondary market that now, this is a big, bold truth, you can exchange in peer-to-peer from after 24 hours. I mean, that's beautiful, okay? But it's not sexy like DeFi and everything. The thing is, this is the bold truth about RWA. It's not anything new, but it's just more efficient. So allows bank and all the big guys out there to really be more efficient and decrease by 70, 80%, maybe more, their operative costs. That's the real value proposition. And that's why, by the way, secondary market. I forgot the slide. Okay? Another thing is, oh yes, I can trade that asset in a secondary market. I can, maybe can list it on Binance. No, you cannot. Not yet. The thing is, doesn't exist the secondary market yet. It's in inception of this sector. There is a lot of demand, it's growing, everyone is getting more professionalized about it. The legal frameworks are evolving. By the way, today, let's cross, finger cross, to Trump signing the Clarity Act. That would be really great, actually, because more people will follow than more other countries. So again, I mean, secondary market is not out there yet. It's possible in a private way like peer-to-peer, yes, but it's you still building your market. Soon we will see the SECs, centralized exchanges, jumping in with the licenses and able to trade shares, like, for example, our friend Robinhood. Okay? So, wrapping up, I have to close. We are seeing finally the big guys, the professional financial institution, jumping in because they see an opportunity, and the opportunity is about efficiency. And finally, we will see regulation, but also big players, our players like Bybit maybe, and other players getting licenses to actually allow us to trade equity, bonds, or other financial tools. Thank you very much. And if you want to talk more with me, I will be out there.